What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How's everybody week been? Peace, 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 peace. Got to start off the day with peace and blessings. What's good? It's your boy Seven Inglewood Zone right now in your zone, and this is the KC Info Real, Kansas City's best podcast and growing fast. And I'm here with none other than your grandmama's favorite, Mr. Randy Heff. What's good?
What's poppin', man? What's good?
Man, I'm
how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling amazing, man. I'm feeling amazing. I was out. We were out last week, but we still were able to get the show in. So I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Man, so
shouts out to everybody who tuned in last week. Man.
Hey,
it's really appreciated. Like,
much love.
It was something that we just tried on the fly, and it
worked.
It worked.
Yeah, thanks.
It made it happen. I don't like how my mic sounds, but
dude,
I need a little bit of bass. I think I'm back now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
I needed some bass. Man.
I got to go to Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas.
Tell them where you went. Man. I ain't want to tell all your business last week.
So right, and I appreciate it because folks don't need to know where I'm at. Hey, what's going on? I still got security, but you know what I'm saying. Even with that, you know what I'm saying. I don't need the drama. You dig?
It's good. How did you enjoy your trip?
But yeah, it was decent. So me and my girl did like a last minute on the fly. Road trip to Arkansas to go see some of her people. Go see.
Okay.
I don't know if I hope it's okay to say her grandfather. He's 82 years old. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
Dude, man, my last grandparent passed when I was 16.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about being an adult, a full grown bill paying adult, and still having grandparents around.
Yeah.
I don't know that life.
I experienced it just
but
a
I'm
little
also
bit.
the youngest. I'm the baby, so you did.
I experienced it just a little bit, so it's cool. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother passed a year ago, 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I experienced having my grandparents around while I was
able
to pay some bills. You know, not a lot of bills, but just enough. You know what I'm saying?
No, but seriously, but you up in age though. You know what I'm saying? Me, I was still trying to figure out. I don't think I'd even gotten really deep into puberty yet, to be quite honest.
Oh, man.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think I did. I don't think I was up. I don't think I gotten all the way into puberty yet. For anybody from Hubbard High School watching, y'all would know. Y'all probably know. I wasn't. Anyway, I mean, sure. I didn't even get to my full height till I was in my sophomore year in college.
Wow.
Yeah, I was still.
I don't even know if I got to my full height yet, bro. Like my
feet
still growing, man.
5'8" when I graduated high school.
Man, that's crazy.
Something like that.
I don't know, bro. My feet still grown, man. I just grew half a size like within the last year. Like it was crazy. And I'm like, I thought your feet supposed to stop growing once you hit 30. You know what I'm saying?
Man, everything adjusts. Everything changes. Everything must change. Everything changes. That's just how it is sometimes. My bad.
But we got you back here in Kansas City with us, man.
But now I'm back. I'm on the scene. But check this out. So when I was in Little Rock, I got to see like some scenes and some sights and things. And I thought here was something that was really interesting. So I went to so they have like this civil rights museum down there. If you don't know, Little Rock, Arkansas is the location of the Little Rock 9, where they desegregated school, the desegregated school of Little Rock Central High School. Was the first desegregated school in Arkansas, and they had like the militia was out there, and people were doing yelling and spitting and all that and threats and all that. That we were at the location where it actually took place. So I thought that was pretty dope and historic.
He witnessed stuff, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we got to see. So basically, they had this area called 9th Street. I mean, it wasn't an area called. So it was their 9th Street, which is downtown, is a spot where you could, it was like their black business district at one time. And so the city came to them and said they were going to give them X amount of money for their land to, go have, have the same business somewhere else, but they were going to put a road through here, a highway or whatever through here. They came through, pushed the people out, gave them half the money that they said they was going to give them, and never put the road in.
Wow.
And then just sold the land to somebody else for cheap.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's really, I ain't gonna lie.
That BS been going on for a long time.
Absolutely. Man. I was infuriated. But here was something that was interesting I saw when I was there.
So they just have a business district there now?
Or? I mean, what's there now is there's this museum. which is there. There are a couple stores here and there, but it's kind of a kind of where when we were there, it just didn't seem like it was thriving. So I don't know, what it actually is right now. I didn't check into that, so
Okay.
I ain't gonna sit here and lie about the economics. But something that was interesting I saw, and this was from their newspaper in, let's see, when is this? Let me see if I can find the date on it. Pardon me, I got my glasses on. Don't lie. Quit tripping. Before I tell you what it is,
Come on, young fella, you can do it.
Hold on,
you can find it.
Can't find it. Oh, 1932. Okay, 1932. This is an ad. It says, now you can have a professional riot. No more amateur demonstrators. Demonstrators Inc., our trained terrorists, can tie up any town. Name your cause. We will demonstrate 90 days advance notice needed to guarantee spontaneity. And so they can get you black versus white, left versus right, red versus blue. Name your poison. North versus south, students versus teachers. And they have riot kits and all this stuff. So basically it's talking about how this is an ad. This is an ad that was made that was for people to have professional rioters come to their town. Kind of like what we've been seeing. That's been going on in some of these streets, and we've been seeing like the umbrella dude that was in Minnesota not too long ago when the riots first kicked off out there in Minneapolis, who was walking around with body armor and a gas mask and an umbrella while he's breaking the AutoZone windows. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. It was happening back then. It's happening. It could be possibly happening now.
I think it's definitely happening now.
I'll just say could be possibly.
Another thing.
I'm not trying to put blame on nobody right now.
I'm not real big on conspiracy theories or whatever.
Right.
But also before we get into anything, I think that like it's just kind of weird to me, like with this whole coronavirus thing, like how it all happened, how Trump has decided that he wants to do his rally or his campaign or whatever right about now on Juneteenth.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah,
but he wants to do
Al
this
Sharpton is speaking today, and I'm still wondering, like, Al? For real?
He's just not saying something.
What does Al do? Like, what's Al do? I mean, for real. What does
it just seems...
My friends in the Action Network are gonna collect another check. Y'all paying in cash, right?
But like I seen right. Like to me, I seen a lot of small businesses rising up. They was rising up, mostly a lot of minority businesses that were coming about, and like they were taking not saying that they were offering like huge competitions to the major corporations like the Targets, the Walmarts, and these other bigger companies out there, but people were more like getting on board with supporting small businesses and whatnot. And just when we were I seemed like we were making them strides forward where people were just supporting each other and attempting to support each other, I should say at least. Then here comes this virus. Like is to me. So I'm asking: is it me, or does it seem like it's something that saw that at some point we were coming together or trying to get some black dollars together, and as soon as they saw that, like, here comes something that just pushes to the side again, man. Like,
that's a good one. I see. Here's the thing. Okay. I honestly feel like a lot of this stuff has been, and this is just me with my conspiracy theory hat on. The views and opinions that's expressed by your boy Seven do not necessarily reflect those of the KCM for real within this realm we're talking about right now. So what I'm saying is, I kind of feel like this is like some of this stuff has been planned. Like it almost seems that way. Like some stuff has been like because like soon as this thing happens, then this thing happens. As soon as this thing happens, then this thing happens. I mean, it was like we couldn't get a reprieve.
Man.
We couldn't breathe. But in the midst of it, we could always find some new murder porn that was on the internet of another another black or brown brother getting killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? New stories coming out the woodwork. 5 young men being hung within the past 5 months. What's that about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
bro,
I mean, we got that. We got two brothers who were in handcuffs, and supposedly decided to shoot themselves. One brother put a gun to himself and shot himself in the temple point blank range, but the cops' camera fortunately was off. I'm sorry, unfortunately was off, so you couldn't see it. But they got everything before, they got everything right after, but not what took place during. But I'm just saying. But to me, it just seems like, in essence, a lot of these things are kind of planned out. And we're not getting a reprieve from to kind of sit back and say, wait, hold on.
This just happened. Let's
process
it.
Like normally, like our normal distractions are sports, and since we don't have sports right now to keep us, so now it's like, hey, we got to give them tragedy after tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. Keep hitting them. You know what I'm saying? Keep hitting them with something. You know what I'm saying? Something next, something new. Bam, bam, bam. Knock them out. And then we'll come through. Then we'll come through with the remedy that'll be, whatever that could be, and whether it's like an app to doing contact tracing or something like that, or whether it's the support for Black Lives Matter that we're seeing right now. Like, whatever it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? With that, like that becomes the panacea that solves everything. That all of a sudden everybody needs to put their support behind. My question is, and I don't mean to answer your question with a question, ultimately, but this is kind of where I feel like I'm going. But my question is, to what end? To what end?
To what end?
To what end do we get that support? I'm getting ahead of myself. My bad.
Nah, you fine, bro.
My bad.
It's also crossed my mind, what made this George Floyd case, what made it the tipping point for Black people? Is it like we had Trayvon, we had Sandra Bland, we had
Sandra Bland, you didn't see.
We had
Trayvon, you didn't see.
So you're saying this just because we saw it?
I mean, you saw Eric Garner though.
Yeah, we saw Eric Garner.
You saw Philando Castillo. You saw Alton Sterling. You saw Walter Scott. You saw Tamir Rice. You saw I can't remember the brother's name, but the brother in Ohio who was in Walmart buying s'mores for his kids and was playing with a BB gun, and all of a sudden the cop said, "What are you doing? Hey, put it down." Pow, pow, pow. Before the guy could even think about what he had to say.
So what made this case the tipping point?
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like it was just.
You think it was just too much in our face?
I think it was. I think it was too. I think this one somehow, some way,
was just too.
It resonated with everybody.
Okay.
It resonated with more people.
So you're saying this one showed us that, okay, Trayvon going to the store getting skipped. Okay, that's like an isolated case.
They can write them off. They can write off one.
But this one is like, man, this is something that
they don't even know what happened with Sandra Bland. They can write that off. They can write off, the guy in the store. He shouldn't have been playing with the gun. They can write off Tamir Rice in the park. He shouldn't have been carrying a gun, a toy gun. Even though it's an open carry state and you can do that. But whatever, so they can write off a lot of these. Walter Scott, they can say he shouldn't have been running away. Philando Castillo shouldn't have been reaching for his gun. Like, they can say you shouldn't have been for a lot of these.
Right.
This one, what did he do?
Nothing.
What did he do?
Nothing.
I think that's what it is. I think this one was undeniable. I think that's what it was. I think it was.
You say it's the undeniability of this.
I think it may have been the undeniability of it that kind of made it like, man, come on, bro. Nah, not this time.
Yeah, I look at the case and I see okay, dang, this like it's relatable. Like we've probably been arrested before, so we know how we get treated when we get arrested. But it's, to me, when he was there, and it just seemed like, I don't know, man, the cops, they just felt like they just seemed too comfortable doing this one. This one just seemed like, man, it was like a movie.
It was casual. It was a casual killing. It reminded me of the Casual Killing Act of, what is it, 1786, 1790? Somebody looked that up for me, but it was like the casual. It reminded me of that, where not not the premise behind it, but just the name of it, because in it's coarse casualty. I mean, casualness, I guess you could say, of the killing. It's like they had his hands in his pocket.
It was just like,
and I was like, what, to control his weight or apply more pressure, however it goes, or shift it, whatever. However it goes, it was like you killed the man. You killed him. God bless your ministry. Shout out to Shots by Miko for the drinks.
Miko, you killing me, man.
Man, provide the drinks once again.
Man. Shout out to Miko, man. Shout out to Miko.
Man, it's a beautiful thing when your girls are mixologists. I will say that.
That mint got me, bro. Was that a mint or a lemon?
What on this one?
Yeah.
This you got jalapeno.
I think that's what
jalapeno and lime.
Yeah,
and some other magical,
something spicy.
Some other magical madness happening up in there. But
shout out to Shots by Miko though.
Shots by Miko.
So we can start. We can get into.
All right, so let's for sure. Let's get into it. We've been sitting here jeffing for too long.
We ain't been jeffing like this. This is like all relevant information.
Right on. You're right. You're right. Absolutely.
All right, so we saw Ahmaud Arbery get killed. We seen George Floyd get killed.
Facts.
We
heard about Breonna Taylor.
We heard about what's the guy in Atlanta, Richard.
Rayshard Brooks.
We heard about Rayshard Brooks and everything. So at this point, like, we as a people, we're calling for reform, police reform, something to be done about how blacks get treated by police.
Facts.
Okay, what would this look like to you?
Man, what does it look like to me?
What would police reform look like to you?
Now, I'm a huge fan of police not being. Wait, hold on a second. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to get into that in a second. Sorry, I message, it was kind of important. But I feel like you're going to have to ask a question.
All right.
Sorry.
So we seen all these people getting killed. We seen what took place in Atlanta the last couple of days.
Sugar, check your phone when you get a chance.
When the cops, like, basically, one of the cops is basically willing to come out and tell on the other cop now,
right,
saying that he overdid it. What would police reform look like to you right now?
Okay, sorry. So police reform, we need to go ahead and back away from the guns. Let the guns go. You know, I mean, and I don't mean like take the guns completely away and have bobbies and all that, like in Europe, where the police just walk around with sticks and, you know, they're just hoping that, you know what I'm saying, guns are completely outlawed. So it's like, if we can't have them, you can't have them, something like that. I don't know if I want to go that route, but I'll say this. I remember when I was talking with I won't go down that route. So let me just stay on the police path. I feel like we've seen a lot of change.
Brutality.
Yeah, well, we've seen a lot of craziness that actually happened. So, like, if you want to, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can go. Like, you can go like to one extreme with like what is it, the Chaz or Chop area out there in Seattle, where the police, I think in the 3rd district, they basically abandoned the police area, and the police there, I mean, the people consider that area an autonomous zone, and I think it was the Chapel Hill Autonomous Zone. That's what it's called, Chaz.
Right.
So, but yeah,
so for the people who don't know, we can explain to them what an autonomous zone is. It's basically where they govern themselves. Yeah. But they're not an independent country. Mm-hmm. So they just do their own thing, and they can tell the police to kick rocks a little bit.
I feel you, dude. I feel like what's really happening is the fact that we got very little accountability. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And what's happening in that autonomous zone is like they're now having people who are holding each other accountable, so to speak. It's kind of like almost as like a commune. Okay. You know what I'm saying? In that they're sitting there and they're like, okay, cool. You know, we're gonna take care of one another, giving fruit snacks to one another, looking out for each other, and, you know, voting on everything they do or whatever as a group. You know, that's kind of how everything's been moving so far. I mean, people could do something like that. Like, is that what we're looking for from policing? Are we looking for the police to completely give up basically like Atlanta. Because here's the thing. I'm sorry. Let me just back up for a second. Because what I feel like is what's being said is, I'm like, because when we see police quitting, like police have quit in Kansas City. Okay. Police have quit in Atlanta. Whole departments have quit. Like we're seeing police quitting in Buffalo in support of the gentleman out there in that they knocked over. Like, so basically, what are you saying? Like you're anti not beating or being brutal to people? Like, so you're saying like you would rather quit than stop being brutal to people? Like, to me, that sounds like honestly what they're saying.
So there's like,
you know what I'm saying?
If I can't be brutal, I don't want to be a cop.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So like, all right. So again, so we have, you know, what's going on at CHOP, what's going on at Chaz or whatever. We have Atlanta. We have that example. Or we have like places like Eugene, Oregon, and Austin, Texas, where they've had what is it? And I think not too long ago, I was reading that the police budget of Eugene, Oregon was about $90 million. They've only put about $2 million. Okay. $2 million towards social programs, and they've been able to reduce and save about $6 million and reduce their crime as a result. So I mean, like we've got examples like that in Austin. We've got examples like that in even New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Where we've got an increase in the services. You know what I'm saying? Fractions of the budget, and people are actually getting the services that they need for things like homelessness, sex workers. What else? Trying to think of another thing that people are getting. Even for traffic, like in New Orleans, they have a group a third party vendor that they have that is going out to, you know, if you have a traffic accident or anything like that, or if you're, you know, violating traffic issues or whatever, but basically for accidents, you know, they have this third party group that will come out and service you versus the police. Okay. So now the police will get out to you in about 2 hours and 7 minutes was the average for an accident. These people are getting out to you in 90.
So they just have a kind of like a B squad,
right?
That roll out for the police.
So, and these people get out to you in about 90 minutes. Okay. So I mean, that's kind of progress, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, and as a result, we're seeing there are different answers that are being applied. And so I just kind of feel like something like this needs to be used. So if you're asking me what needs to happen, what's the solution? I think some programs, something like this would be a better example.
The police should be a
better way than going about putting more tanks on the streets or making the police look more intimidating than they need to.
Got you.
Like, what's the point?
So develop some kind of a second line. The police will be the second line instead of being the first line. All right, and it's a lot of people that would say, okay, let's say all the police decide they want to quit. They just want to like go on a strike, a labor strike, or whatever it may be. How do you think the world will function?
What do you mean?
Like if it was no police, like the police took off for like a good 2 weeks.
For all the police. Here's the thing. You know what? So it's funny you say that. So there have been examples of that where police have decided they've been like, oh, you don't want to. If you don't allow us to do the thing, we're gonna quit. Okay, you know what happened?
What happened?
It was Albany, New York. I think it was. I can't remember what the year was. Somebody can look that up for me. But it was. I believe it was Albany, New York, and crime went down 32%.
You said crime went down?
Went down.
Okay.
32%.
Okay.
Reported crime went down, and break-ins especially because people were watching the neighborhoods.
All right, so you said reported crime, so it's possible that crime still took place.
Absolutely, excuse me, absolutely. But I mean, but it's possible that it happened anyway.
Okay.
But here's the thing, and people talk like, okay, if the police aren't there, who's going to stop the murderers and the rapists? You ain't stopping them anyway. What's the police record? What's the police record for stopping murders and rapes? Go ahead and look that up for me. It's like the success rate is like 5%.
But at some point they catch them though.
5%? Bruh.
I mean, we can say at some point they get caught. They get caught at some point. So you say for those type of crimes, like the police success rate has been pretty low. So
yeah.
So it basically wouldn't make a difference if we had police That what you're saying? If we,
I'm saying in the short term. I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Now, long term, I don't know. I don't know. Like if we had huge people decide, hey, you know what? Because all it takes is somebody to say, hey, nobody's watching the gates. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go in. We're not paying.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes for somebody to be like, hey, I'm gonna be on that bull. You know what I'm saying? Time for me to ride. Let's go. Yeah, and then it's a whole new day.
I honestly think it would be like things would possibly be at the same level of crime, same level of whatever, if we had no police.
Oh, you think everything would be
probably about the same?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it would be anything significant. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it would be like a huge. I don't think it would be a huge spike of. You know what I'm saying? It's mob rule. Oh no, riots in the streets. It's murder. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna be like the humanity. I don't think it's.
What I do think is let's say in scenarios that we've seen where innocent people get killed or people get killed, and let's say somebody know who the killer is. No police is out.
Okay.
Do you think the citizens should take it in their hand and handle it?
Well, if there's no police.
It's open season, huh?
I mean, it's almost like the purge. I mean, I hate to be like that, but that's almost what it is. But that's what I'm saying. What took place in that, and I'm almost positive it was Albany, New York.
Okay.
But what took place was nothing. Nothing. There was,
there's nothing different.
Like stores were still open. People were still going about their business. People were still going to their jobs because they still had a job to do.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So nothing happened.
Gotcha.
So it's possible. It's quite possible. But I want to ask everybody else. Y'all let us know what are you looking for? What do you want in police reform? Because we were kind of alluded to earlier. We were talking about the Rayshard Brooks shooting. And I didn't know a whole lot about the story. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really get into it because I was still coming off.
Man,
I'm still coming off the George Floyd. I'm honestly reeling off that. I ain't gonna lie, I still am because it hit me. It effed with me in a whole different kind of way. It really did.
I think it hit all of us, because I guess this George Floyd was the tipping point for. It seems like a lot of people. It seems for the whole Black Lives Movement, that was the tipping point.
Don't get me started. I don't know.
That was the whole tipping point. But as we can see, like I said, with the police not in place, not in place, I don't think it will make a difference in how we move, because people are gonna do what they want to do, and sadly said, there's nothing that we can do to stop it, police or no police. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. My brother told me
because
time ago.
Police been around and people know they can get caught, but they still take that risk and do what they think they have to survive.
My brother said
I don't support everything, but I just know that people gonna do what they want to do.
Facts. That's what he said. Dude said. So we got somebody saying if there's no police, it's gonna be the purge every day. I don't think so. I really don't, because it's been done. And like I said, in Albany, New York, when they did it, I think they went about 2 or 3 weeks
with nothing happening
without the police. Yeah, and crime, like I said, crime went down. So
you think we can do it here in Kansas City?
I think people would be scared, but there's a whole lot of armed people around here, and so that's what it is. You would so you could. I think the police could probably possibly do that. And then everyone else would have to understand that now you have to be on alert, because you don't know who's packing. You don't know.
Right.
You don't know. So you can try it if you want to, but there's a whole lot of Second Amendment believers who go to every gun show that we have here in Missouri. And if you know, in Kansas City, we have a gun show every single month without fail. We have a gun show. I see it ever since I moved here. I wanted to take a picture. I should have been taking a picture, like a documentary or something. But ever since I moved here in 2007, dude,
it's always a gun show on the billboard or something somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know that one dude, the popper that has the IMC store.
Yeah,
He got a song that said "Everybody's the police."
Everybody's the police.
Like,
wow.
Everybody's the police.
What does that mean?
Nah, and I'm saying to say this, like most cases that the police crack, they crack it with the help of citizens.
Okay.
So, not to say that we don't need them, but I think we can police ourselves.
Yeah.
Everybody can report something. Everybody can do.
That's what I'm saying.
Take their preventative measures on stuff.
If we're taking care of our neighborhoods and we actually want to be responsible for our own direction, then that's what it actually takes. It takes a certain responsibility of somebody saying, hey, this is our neighborhood. We're going to protect it. This is where we live, and we won't disrespect it. You know, say no rhyme intended. But I'm just saying, like, this is the way that we're actually going to move. And that's the way I think that, you know, if you're going to do it, that's the way that you go about doing it. You know what I'm saying?
So, for me, a police reform would look like every police officer going through some kind of psychology class, getting some kind of training on how to deal with diverse groups of people, especially not to single out and say dealing with black people, but just know that, okay, all right, I don't know what you've been taught in your home or wherever you grew up in the country, whatever. It wasn't no black people, and people just had opinions about black people or whatever you saw in the news. Like, they just probably have to unlearn all that crap, man, and just know that, okay, in this world that we live in, 2020, 2021, whatever year it is going to be, we're all equal. We're all the same. Whoever has more money or whatever, we're all the same. A black man with money, a black man without money, a white man with money, we're all the same. We all bleed the same color. You know what I'm saying? So they have to learn that, for one, and how to handle like I think most cases with black individuals involved, like a lot of black people might say stuff or like that. I won't say black people are more emotional, but they tend to speak out more. I don't know if it's because they don't know their rights. Like, I can be quiet and still get off this case.
Yeah, no. Go ahead. I like where you're going with it. Go ahead.
It's like they're more emotional, so they'll bark out stuff to you, and you're a cop. Like, at some point in my job, like, I get people telling me all kind of crazy stuff. What do we take? Do I got to blow this place up? And like, I can't just overreact and just say F you and move around or whatever. I can't do that. I still have to listen to what they're saying, even though they're coming at me with some language that are distasteful, stuff that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? But I still have to understand what they're trying to say. Yeah, you gotta know how to speak the language, because otherwise, I mean, and it's kind of like this article that I was reading, basically, where it was talking about police. If everything that they're doing is about law and order. And you know, being rough and you know, somehow applying order in some kind of way. If that's all that they're taught, then everything that they're doing is being basically met with those measures. Okay. Or being seen through that filter. It would be the equivalent of, I'm trying to build a house. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I got wood, I got nails, I got, you know what I'm saying, all these other tools, but, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry, I got all these other supplies, but all I got is a hammer. The only tool I got is a hammer. When I try to do my plumbing, hey, I got a hammer. You know what I'm saying? Hammer ain't going to do it. It ain't going to meet. It ain't going to do everything.
That's what I'm saying. A hammer is not the tool for every single thing. Some things need finesse. You know what I'm saying? And some things need, you know, kit gloves, screwdriver, whatever, however it goes, you know, saws, whatever. But I'm just saying, so you can't meet every single challenge with a hammer type approach.
They just have to be equipped with the right tools.
Absolutely. And so that's why I'm saying we need to have something that's better, or something we can mitigate that by supplying some sort of social service or some other sort of measure, you know what I'm saying, that can be provided from the city or through the county even, that will allow the people to, you know, to prosper. Okay. Without their lives being on the line because somebody's possibly being, you know, suffering from a mental breakdown. Right. Without their lives being on the line just because somebody got pulled over. Without their lives, you know what I'm saying? Like, their lives don't need to be on the line. You don't.
Right. What I was go ahead. Basically saying sure, was that, all right, first a cop has to, like, they have to go through their own kind of psychic evaluation. Bro, you're taking a dangerous job, for one. Absolutely. For two, like, I understand everybody's a suspect or whatever, but, like, don't overcompensate and make, like, certain complexions, like, worse suspects than some. Like everybody has the same. I don't want to say the same level of suspect because that's kind of that's never going to happen because different crimes. They carry different suspects, so I don't expect. But you have to make an evaluation. Like they got to be able to make better evaluations on. Okay, all right, this is a black person. Do I pull my gun? Like I shouldn't have to pull my gun. Let me see what's going on first. All right, if I see something, then I can try to pull my gun or let him know. Hey,
it should be a last resort. It shouldn't be the first thing that
exactly
comes to mind. And that's the thing. But that's what's happening. Everything is being met with a hammer approach. I mean, that's what we're running into more times than not, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing, people who look like you and me who are not getting the benefit of the doubt. You know, like I was reading a story not too long ago. There was his brother, I think it was here in Kansas City. He was talking about an interaction he had. He was trying to go get a burrito from, the burrito spot. He parked across the street, was walking across the street just as he was getting over there. Just as he was getting to the street so he can cross, police came up, car come up and says, "Hey, we found somebody says you fit the description." So he's like, "I already know what it is." I already know what it is, but he's also saying, "I know what it's not going to be either." He says he's a college professor.
Okay.
He was an art director at a college. You know what I'm saying? And he was just on break, just going to get some lunch. But he says, "I know what it looks like. I'm a big dude with dreads, and I'm not about to let them put me in this car." So he already knew what he was about to not let happen.
Not happen, yeah.
Now, thankfully, it didn't escalate to that point, and the woman, was like, "No, that wasn't him" or whatever. But it was like, and it was like one of the weirdest things because it was like, what was about him was something that was interesting. He had on a gray polo coat, a polo blazer, but the description was a puffy coat. He had on a knitted cap that somebody specifically knitted for him that was in colors like lime green, pink, orange, blue, and all these wild colors. And the lady just said knitted cap.
And that's another thing. Like I think like they overcompensate when they see that complexion and like they're less likely to follow the description that they have. Like once they black suspect. Yeah. Once you get held, it's just you. Like, man, it's like how many other black people in the world?
What do you mean?
Like I'm saying, like we walking down the street right now. Mm-hmm. I do something. They go, "Oh, black suspect going down this street." And it's two of us going down the street. I'm going in one direction. You're going in one direction. Right. I might be the person to commit the crime. Okay. But if you get held, you're probably going to be held accountable for my crime. What I'm saying is follow the descriptions. Like it's details that's provided, and they're provided for a reason.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So like not because you say black wearing this type of clothes. Okay, cool. That doesn't mean that you have to zoom in on that part of it and neglect the other part of it.
But here, I mean, but what we're finding out is, on top of everything, unfortunately, and this is kind of like what we haven't been able to say fully without always catching some sort of backlash. America is a racist nation. It's based on a lot of, and it's fully funded and running on a lot of racist ideals. And a lot of these racist ideals need to be maintained to maintain the order that America has projected for itself in its current trajectory. Right. So it's like that's the way that things just are. You know what I'm saying? And it's like until we face that, until we can actually talk about those truths and the fact that people are doing things unfortunately based on a particular feeling that they have towards us, then we're not going to really get anywhere in terms of like fixing things and talking about support and who I support and what this is going to be and all of this stuff. None of that stuff is going to really matter if we can't be honest about the facts.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Tamika said in the comment, like the police was literally credited to police black people, and if they can't unlearn that mentality, like whatever kind of psychology they got, like They have to unlearn that. If we can't unlearn that, like ain't no kind of reform gonna help them. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you take away the chokehold, all that crap, that's still not gonna help. Once they see black, it's black.
And that's the thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm kind of reminded of. So that if anybody gets a chance, you can check out this. There's a gentleman by the name of Charity Croft. He's from Gary, Indiana. When he does these videos, but he did this one video where he was talking about why it seemed to me very well how he explained how racism works or what people see when they see a black person, and it's messed up. It's really jacked up because he compares it like to a spider, and when I thought about it, I was like, that's messed up. That's bogus or whatever. But then I was like, that's unfortunately true. I was looking at this video not too long ago. There was a woman. There was a guy who I guess he was on a boat. I don't know if he was supposed to be there or not. I don't know how that went. But the lady was like, I need you to go away. Go away. Go away. Like she was doing it like, and she was like, almost like she was stepping out of a body. You know what I'm saying? Like stepping out of a body in such a way that it was almost like this is an unnatural response. But this is kind of the response that you would see when somebody sees something that they are disgusted by.
Right.
Now the question is, why are you disgusted? What did I do that disgusts you? That's what I really want to get at. You dig? That's what I really want to get at.
I think that we possibly won't never get any answers to that. Mm-hmm. We will never get any answers because, like, growing up, who says I'm just playing devil's advocate here?
Sure.
Like Billy heard, your uncle had a business and he got robbed by a black person, or your auntie was on the road coming from the club, she got hit by a drunk black driver. Like, so telling a kid this growing up, like, a black person did that to you. A black person did that to you. A black person did this to you. They took away your happiness, took away your pain, took away whatever. Like, them growing up, not fully understanding, okay, this person possibly didn't intentionally get drunk and say, oh, I'm gonna kill this white person tonight because I'm drunk or whatever the case may be. They don't get to explore that, like, the psychology of it. Like, man, accidents do happen.
Absolutely,
stuff do happen.
I mean, listen, and that's the thing, man. Like, just kind of going back to, and like you said, stuff does happen, but there's also people who kind of got a hard on just to kind of do some.
And I was getting to that. I was getting to that part where some people they just like, man, well, they don't look like us. They don't look like, you know what I'm saying? So let's just be mean to them.
I just got a hard on, and I got a gun. I feel like shooting today.
The same way you're in high school, where a lot of people click up in high school, and they click up, and there's just one person that wears the glasses or wears them Alice in Wonderland shoes or whatever, and they're like, oh man, let's roast her. I'm just saying that let's just roast her. Let's get on her. Like let's talk about her. Let's make her feel less of a person or whatever it is.
Sure.
So that is the same thing that they're doing to us, like because we don't have that head start that they got, or they don't even know what we have. To be honest with you, they just despise us for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Andre 3000. Shout out to Andre 3000 is putting out his line of bodysuits that he used to have out. Whatever, not bodysuits. I don't know how you really call them. Whatever, jumpsuits or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, he's putting those out where they said on there, why people. No, it's like people of a darker shade are treated the worst worldwide. Why? You know what I'm saying? So he's putting those out. I think that was made famous in 2015. He's just now starting to put those out. So, so maybe we'll get some answers to that. I like how
the comment. I just seen how you said like white people aren't willing to learn. Like they love everything about our culture, but they're not willing to learn. Like,
they're not willing to learn us.
Yep.
They like the shiny stuff. They don't like the parts that the shiny stuff comes from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't like the fact that they are part of the dirt that the shiny stuff comes from.
You can't like the barbecue and don't like the charcoal, man.
Hey, man, Taze, you better say that. You better say that, boy.
It's part of the process. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Biggest facts.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I will put it out there for everybody else. I would just ask, what do you all think police reform is supposed to look like. What are you looking for? Are you down with defunding the police? Let us know in the comments below. And if you could, please like, share, subscribe. Share this with your people. We trying to get up to 1,000 followers. I know we was down to trying to get to 700. We got there. Thank you very much. Now we trying to get to 1,000. It's called goals. Every time you try to set one milestone, you reach that, you go for the next.
Exceed another one, you keep going.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Without trying to be on some diamond and silk type stuff. So, anyway.
All right.
You did.
All right. Next up, we got.
Man.
Can we trust our institutions?
So, yeah, I mean, it's like, after we're sitting there talking about the police, I just kind of had more like a philosophical question. And this isn't the question that has an answer. So, you know what I'm saying? There's no wrong answers or anything like that. But I just wonder, you know, in terms of things like, you know, I remember Dave Chappelle said in this special, you know, all the institutions that we've trusted have lied to us. You know what I'm saying? And then I started thinking about it. Like, you know, do you feel like our institutions have lied to us? Has the, you know, things like schools, you know, university and the education you're supposed to get, policing and the protections and you know, the protections that you're supposed to get as a participant and tax-paying member of society. You know, from even from corporations and all this Black Lives Matter support that we get nowadays. The NFL and all of that. How long are they going to say we were wrong when just last year they didn't? You know, so like things like this. How much of this stuff can we trust? I'm gonna put it out there for y'all. I mean, because personally, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying.
I don't trust any of it.
Go ahead, let them know how you feel, Mr.
I don't trust any of it because, like, if you weren't willing to listen back when it was like, okay, we had isolated incidences where people were getting killed. It was clear that it was some kind of injustice going on, but you weren't willing to listen until, like, man, people started protesting, or it's like it's clear that your business is gonna be affected by how people are viewing the world at this point. They don't care too much. They're not really gonna care about football if football come back if this issue of police brutality continues, and it was.
I don't know. I think
you think he's gonna drown it out if football comes back.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, dude, I honestly feel like something is basketball coming back would be a huge distraction to everything that's going on right now because people are laser focused on, stuff ain't right. And because it's like a lot of people realize, I mean, black and white realize that, hey, you know, once coronavirus hit, I'm only like a check or two away from,
I was,
you know what I'm saying?
I was thinking, like, if some new Jordans get released like that, they're probably...
Come on, man.
Nah, honestly.
Come on, man.
Like, I think
you gotta have more faith.
Nah, I have faith. I have faith.
I got you.
I have faith, but
it's real. It's real.
Saying,
unfortunately, it's real.
Like what I'm saying is like a new set of Jordans getting released. Like, man, probably be more impactful than a damn football season. Like, people probably be caring more.
Well, no, that's not true though, because the new Jordans did come out right after the what was it? It was shortly after. It was shortly in the, like just when spring hit, because I remember when right after stimulus, people were getting the stimulus checks in Atlanta. There were lines outside the mall, way out and around the corner, from people trying to get the new Jordans that just came out.
Okay.
So yeah, so that already popped.
But it was a line.
So it was a line. It was a day. It was a day. Now people got good shoes on. And now they can move around. Okay,
but I'm saying if something were to like. Something that people care or are passionate about, like people they invest hours of their time into it, like football, basketball, like they join these fantasy leagues, like the value that they'll place on this, like injustice would be a very important topic, but I don't think it will hold the same weight as it's holding right now, because they have other things to do to alleviate to take their minds other place. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to focus on Drew Brees and his fantasy points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They got to figure out all that good stuff. I feel you, but yeah. So as long as nothing is going on, and dude, I'm gonna just and listen, since you didn't brought up the NFL, I'm just going
all right, go ahead.
Let me just go ahead and Let me just go ahead and say this, dude. What is going on with the NFL? Like, okay, so the NFL has now said, we are sorry. We were wrong. You can kneel. This is an actual problem. We encourage you. Do your thing. But what happened with? But where's Jay-Z? Where's Jay? Anybody?
I mean,
anybody out there got a link? If anybody got the link, holler at Jay-Z.
Nah.
I mean, just saying, because he said last year, we got to figure it out. we got to. He said we already got it. He said we know what it's for. We're past. We're beyond that. Now it's time for the new thing. Is this the new thing? Did you plan this? Was this part of?
I doubted he planned it.
I'm just saying, like what? I'm just saying, like
I highly doubt that he planned this, but I would like to see, not to say that Jay can change the world, but he has some impact. He had an impact. He had like not opposing remarks to how Kaepernick felt. Like I felt like he wasn't in line with the movement that Kaepernick was trying to go with.
Honestly, yeah, it seemed like he was a distraction.
Like he was going against it.
It seemed like
at this point,
it honestly seemed like pardon me, but honestly, it seemed like Jay-Z was like, hey, Raj, look, I'm famous. Let them niggas look at me. They gonna look at me, and you can go ahead and do your thing. I'm gonna sing and dance. You know, I'm gonna throw somebody in front of them, Maroon 5, whatever. I'm gonna do my thing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's the rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do all that, and you go ahead and go on about business. You just make sure that that money's right. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly how it felt. You know what I'm saying?
It's about the money.
That's what it was like. He was set up as a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like a fake appeasement to whatever the cause was at that time. It's like it's not even different now. So yeah, he was a slight appeasement to the cause, but he didn't bring any actual solutions that I know of. Well, I won't say that because I know he and Stephen A. Smith were on board for getting some initiatives going, but none of them really got cracking because all of this other stuff is popping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
But nah, like I said, he's missing like from the forefront, and not saying that like any celebrity can come and like just smooth this situation over. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. But the fact that he said we're past that with the whole Kaepernick situation. I don't know if he was talking about. That's what I'm
saying. And I'm like, did you talk to him or what? He said, yeah, we spoke. No. I need to know, did you talk to him about this? And see, that's when I hate when people are interviewing and they don't like push back and like ask the actual question, because if you didn't answer the question I asked and you start answering some other question that was never even asked, homie, I'm gonna let you know that we need to get back to the question that was asked. Let's get to the point. Let's get to everything that was said.
Restate the question.
Yeah, let me allow me to
this.
retort. That's my boy Sam Jack said in Pulp Fiction. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go ahead and do that for you and bring it to you in the best way possible so you can make sure that you answer my damn question. You dig?
You ain't gonna dance around these questions, boy.
I'm just saying.
But nah, like somebody, Jay has to come out and say something.
You think?
Or
I mean, he put out a statement.
Or maybe he's putting out a body of work that's gonna cover the whole.
He put out an album with Jay Electronica last year, I guess.
Yeah. Mario. I don't think a celebrity can smooth this situation over because.
What is it? A celebrity ain't gonna do nothing.
Nah, they ain't gonna, cause they still have to like compare to a white celebrity compared to a black celebrity. I think honestly.
No, go ahead.
No, I said a white celebrity compared to a black celebrity. I think a white celebrity, not saying that they don't put in work, but a black celebrity has more obstacles thrown at them. And but like let's say Eminem coming in a rap, Eminem coming in a rap music. Yeah, he's like celebrated like coming into rap as a white person, like this white boy picking up this black culture. We like him. We like him. But let's say for white people, Jay-Z breaking into their market. Oh no, I don't like what he's singing about. He's singing about guns. They're not as willing to accept us as we're willing to accept them.
Absolutely, that's always been the case, though.
But how do we accept? Why do we accept them? Why do we accept them?
Why do we accept? Because we like shiny shit. We're thoughts by nature. We're thoughty by nature. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. We for real. I mean, we like shiny shit.
Nah, and it's crazy.
You ever seen that movie, The Guys Must Be Crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
It's
and some like, bro, it feel like some days like man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's cool, bro. Like it's just some days like I feel like I look at myself in the mirror and I be like, man, I feel like a hypocrite.
No, I get you.
I'm like, man, like we just accept them when they cross over in our stuff, but when we try to get over in their markets, it's like, man, we have to have a cosign.
Dude, you're saying
3 more cosigns.
You saw the movie The 5 Heartbeats?
Yeah, I did.
This is that scene when he was like, "Why we always got to cross over them? They ain't never cross over to us."
Exactly.
Eddie Kane said that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I feel you. Absolutely.
And it's a messed up feeling. I'm like, man, like what can I do to change this? But it's like, I try to change it. I'm gonna be like, I'm honestly thinking if somebody like, man, we gonna say F them, but at the same time, somebody gonna be like, man, but they got the gas at Quick Trip, like, so I can't really say F them.
Yeah, and that's the thing, we don't have. So we can have whatever attitude we want, but at the end of the day, if we don't have our own, what we got? Nothing but attitude. Sound of fury signifying nothing. Going back to the theme of last week, but I'm just saying. So we need to move better. We need to get better. Every now and then I get in these conversations with my cousins, right? We have a group chat where we talk. There's a couple male cousins of mine, and we're all about the same age, and we'll talk about, the world and things and how things are going and all this stuff. And it's like, they have kind of opened my eyes to, some different notions about, the world and, how we need to, be looking at things. And I don't know, I kind of feel like at least with kind of what some of the stuff that they've been saying, like, okay, so for example, what is it we were talking about? We were talking about the police, right? Kind of getting back into that. Like one of my cousins actually talked about how he was, because I was like, it might come to the point of us having to, self-police and take care of our own and all that stuff. And he was like, I'm honestly scared. You know what I'm saying? And I can honestly.
I mean, I can understand it to a certain extent, but
I can understand that, and I ain't trying to say his name, and I hope nobody tries to, I mean, honestly, I don't want anybody to besmirch my cousin or nothing like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Put the man down.
I can understand what he's saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's a good thing to be able to acknowledge that, and 2, to just say, like, because he followed that up with saying, because I don't know what this is gonna look like.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Quick question.
What?
Quick question.
Yeah.
All right. You have a job, right?
Right.
Your job says no, don't wear anything that says you support Black Lives Matter.
My bad.
Okay. Do you give up this job? Do you go against the rules of the job and wear a Black Lives Matter shit to work? Or do you just go to work and act like the Black Lives Matter movement, Black Lives Matter stuff just don't exist?
I mean,
what do you do?
I mean, well, so do I support it?
So
first of all, do I support Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, you support it.
Okay, so
you support it.
Okay.
You're a supporter.
I am with it.
You're a supporter, but you go to work and you gotta act like, man.
I'm gonna be like
they start talking about
Dude,
you just get Casper like.
I'm gonna be like, I ain't gonna lie. For me, I'm ignorant, and y'all folks know I'm ignorant, but. Y'all know, because I wouldn't get no hell about a $12 an hour job I got from Starbucks. Because I'm like, I can get another one. I don't care about that. I'm going to go somewhere where I can speak my mind. If y'all don't like it, so what?
But like.
So that's me.
All right.
That's me. I wouldn't give 2 hells about it. But it's Starbucks. Not like, you know what I'm saying? And even if it's, I don't know.
If it's a corporate job.
I got to think about that. Even if it's a corporate job. Hold on.
$200,000 a year.
$200,000 a year, and I can't. Man, see, that's what I'm saying. So people be like, man, what's your price, right? Man, and
200,000.
I'd have to I'd have to ask, well, why is that? You know what I'm saying? For what purpose? And then again, what is it? Like, am I meeting with clients or something like that? And am I trying to wear like a Black Lives Matter T-shirt or something like that to meet?
Just wearing it to work.
A bow tie.
Just wearing it to work.
I wear a pin every damn day and dare somebody to say something to me. I ain't gonna lie. I would. Yep. Sure would.
So you risk it all.
Sure would.
I can appreciate it. I can dig it.
I mean, for my beliefs.
For your beliefs.
For my beliefs.
I can dig it.
Well, that's because I'm a person whose my convictions run deep. If I believe in something, I really believe it.
I understand it.
You know what I'm saying?
I can.
So yeah, I'm not gonna bullshit about it. I'm not saying that this is something that I would actually do because I'm not saying I actually believe in Black Lives Matter.
I share the same sentiments. I share the same sentiments.
Yeah.
All right. I was on Facebook the other day, and I seen somebody talking about an employee that wore a Black Lives Matter shirt to work. So this is a black person talking about another black person wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt to work, and said, this dummy then wore his Black Lives Matter shirt to work and then got fired. Like, what? He's so stupid.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, and at that same point, like, I'm thinking, looking at this same person, like, how is that stupid? Like, he can get another job. He ain't dead.
Yeah. You can only get one life. You know,
he ain't dead. He can get another job.
I mean, and that's the thing. So, and that's what I'm saying. Some people get
like some people got some cheap ass price.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody has a price, and that's why people get mad at me a lot of times when I can understand when somebody sells out. You know what I'm saying? I can understand it. Like I'm gonna sit there and be like, I support it, but I'm like, man, that's wild. I bet. Like I could laugh it off and be like, okay, bet.
We lost another one.
Right, that's your price, huh? Oh, okay, right on. Like that's me. That's how I roll with it. I'm not of that. You know, yeah. Now I'm going. You know, I see evil. I see red every. I'm like, hey. Now I know how to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Now I know.
Because you know what you stand. You know
absolutely,
what he stands for.
Absolutely. You don't stand for nothing. So if that's the deal, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even rolling with you. I don't care with nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't sweating it.
But I still don't trust these corporations.
Nah, I don't trust them at all. And just kind of going back to what Rio was saying, he said about like what can these celebrities do?
What's up, Rio?
Shout out to you, Rio, and man, congratulations on the move. He just relocated across country. You know what I'm saying? I'm just leaving it at that. I ain't gonna put his business out there in the streets. But it's like I don't feel like the celebrities can do anything. What I'm talking about for Jay-Z in this particular case is the fact that he was the one who was supposed to be the microphone for this instance in particular from the NFL. That's the only reason why I'm saying, where is this dude now? That's the only reason why I said that. Now I don't care about his celebrity. I couldn't give a care less about right now because like Dave Chappelle said, the streets are talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening and they doing their thing. I don't know if everything is on the up and up, but that's a whole different story for a whole different day. I ain't gonna get into that. But all right. You know what I'm saying? As far as things are going right now, I feel like the celebrities don't need to be like at the forefront of anything. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't even gonna get into this whole J. Cole situation that people get mad at him on and his lyrics of his song with Miss No Name. I ain't gonna even get into that. But y'all can check out the song for yourselves and figure that out. But I just put it like this. I feel like now ain't the time for it, you know. Anyway.
Got you.
Oh,
Let's see what we got next.
What's up, man? Again, ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in to the KC Info Rizal, you dig? With none other than your boy, your favorite.
Randy Heft, man, your granny's favorite. Look at me. You see, she got a picture of me on that dresser. You know what I'm saying?
This is about wow. Hey, and this your boy 7 Black Man. Holla at me if you see me. What am? But
we gonna talk about it's a stimulus check.
So yeah,
what you gonna do with it?
What you gonna do with all that? Look, so the word on the street is this is the word on the street. Is that
this segment of the KC Infrared is brought to you by Word on the Street.
Facts. Word on the Street brought to you by ShotsAboutBingo.com. And but no, for real. So the stimulus package has already been passed by the House, and that was passed in May. We're waiting for the Senate to meet now to figure out if this is a thing that's going to actually go through. And if so, what is it going to look like and what should you do with it? That's basically what we're trying to talk about today, right?
Still waiting on my last one.
You ain't get one?
Not yet, bro. They said we got until December, though.
I filed my taxes, bro, for 2018. Because, see, I was late. I ain't going to lie. I was late. And I had some issues I needed to get squared away, worked out, whatever, bam, whatever. And so I got them squared away. And I ended up finally get my stimulus.
Okay.
I got it.
Man.
I was like, man,
congratulations, man.
Look at that. Okay, go. I ain't getting nothing else though. Right, but I get that. But so word is that you're gonna get that everyone will be entitled. So the same parameters will exist just as last time. So if you make over $75,000, your the amount that you will give will be significantly less, and thereupon going all the way up and beyond $75,000 for your income. I think what is it? And over $125,000 for a couple.
I think 150.
Oh, 100, is it 150?
Yeah,
okay,
they double up on the single person's income.
Okay, all right. So 150 for
150, right. And I think it's like 120 for head of household.
All right. Yeah. So, so what you're supposed to get is another $1,200 per person. And this time it will extend to your children as well. So last time you were getting only $500 per child. This time you can get up to an additional $1,200 for each child up to 3 babies. So you can get up to $4,800 in the, you know what I'm saying, off one rip. If you got 3, if it's you plus 3, you you in there like swimwear. But at the same time, the you know what I'm saying, slow your roll and hold your horses, because the Republicans have no problems right now. The Republicans in the Senate have no problems with holding off on getting those payments out there. And slowing everything down so nobody can get everything. So they're not even trying to debate on it right now, and they have no problem with holding that up for the moment. So who knows what's going to happen? But if you get the $1,200, what you
suggest they do with it this time?
Man, listen. I'll tell you like this: for the last couple months, a lot of millennials and Generation Meers, I don't know, but have been opening up investment accounts.
Okay.
And just been like, you know what? Screw it. I got this money. I wasn't gonna have any other way. So I got, you know. Now these are people who had it and didn't have. You know, they probably still had some money and was able to, you know, live and whatever, pay their bills and whatever. This is obviously not for people who were living check to check and needed every single dollar that they got. So, you know, fair warning. And anything that I tell you, understand that I am not a financial advisor, and you probably should talk to somebody who has some information, not just some guy on the internet that you just seen because he looks good and got pretty teeth. Now, I'll let your boy. But what I was saying was, if you were to
see what $1,200 can get you, some good teeth.
Man, facts. All right, holla at Dr. Sharapa there. You know what I'm saying? He'll hook you up. But no, if you wanted to, but what's been happening is a lot of millennials and, you know, people in our generation is basically they've been opening up investment accounts.
Okay.
And taking, like, you know, anywhere up to $1,000 of the $1,200. You know what I'm saying? And just putting it in to stocks and not even like going about it in any sort of real plan no strategy whatsoever. No strategy. And they ain't been winning. Like, I saw a young lady, she was like, yeah, I don't know. I put in, because I was in this group of people who've been talking, and they was like, yeah, a lady said, I put in, was it 1,200? No, I'm sorry, she put in 1,000. And she said she's already up to, $2,400 right now?
Wow.
Yeah, she done made off her money. And I'm like, what? Now, there's a lot of money to be made out there if you know the right stocks and if you're good at stock selection. Absolutely. I would say, you know what I'm saying, go about that. But understand what you're doing at that point when you have no real strategy about it, you are gambling. That's all you're doing. You are really gambling.
You might win and you might lose.
Yeah, now you're playing the odds, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of times the odds are really in your favor right now just because the government is going to do everything that they can to solidify and uphold the stock market to make sure that it's still moving in the right direction, so that way Trump can look good to the people when they say, what happened and what did you do? So, like, he can say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, even throughout the economy, even when coronavirus was hitting folks, but my economy, it was the greatest in the month of May. Like, he'll tell you all those things. Like, he'll say all that stuff, right? So he'll do that, but I'm saying, so he's doing that right now, and that's happening right now to make sure that everything looks good. So stocks are actually really looking good. But if you go in, I would suggest you go in with a strategy. But if not, please invest that into a business. Get yourself a business.
But you gotta realize business ain't for everybody, bro.
I mean, it ain't. You're right. It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Maybe they need to find somebody
whose
business they believe in and invest in their business.
And a lot of people fail to realize, like, a business is harder. actually owning your own business is even harder than working for somebody else. It's way harder than working for somebody else. Like you it's days that you
absolutely.
You go to work and you can slack off at work. When you own your own business, like it's like, man, you gotta be on your game.
You gotta hold yourself. Nobody's gonna hold you accountable if you don't. Absolutely. So and not everybody's built for it. You're right.
Everybody ain't built for it.
Or built towards going that goal. I like what Mickey Smith says here. She says, I'd rather them keep the stimulus and just exempt black people from paying taxes forever. Now you get into that land of reparations, and I like I dig what you sizzling, young lady. I dig it.
I ain't gonna do that.
I'm with that. I'm with it. But I would much rather. have.
So you take another 1,200, huh?
Man, throw them funds this way, homie. Throw them funds. I'll take that. Man, let me go ahead and get all them thin irons. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to play that game.
I got mixed reactions about it, about the stimulus or whatever. Like, I understand it's for a great cause or whatever, but at the same time, I feel like something else is on the onset. Like, it's something else on the onset, man. Like, cause last time we got this money, like, we had that prediction that 100,000 people was gonna die. What's gonna happen this time when we get this money?
So you saying this is blood money?
Man, it seemed like it. Like,
wow.
We got last time we was like,
okay,
hey, we're getting money.
What up,
this was in April.
Mm.
We're getting this money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we already heard 100. It's projected that 100-something thousand people gonna die.
Yeah, I mean we already passed that.
But I'm saying, what is gonna happen this time for this money?
Oh, I see what you're saying, man. Well, I mean. I don't know if there's a direct correlation. I feel what you're saying, but I don't think they will be able to like say, okay, definitely this is the reason that this took place.
Nah, I'm not
like
gonna say, but I'm saying it just seems like at this point in America where everybody's building, small businesses are on the rise. A lot of small businesses out there or whatever, like Target, Walmart, they booming, but. At this time, I understand it's been a pandemic. People lost their jobs.
Yeah.
Like homeless people who ain't been in the house in probably years is getting put up in shelters and getting taken care of, which is great. Like, I feel like this should have been done a long time ago. But at the same time, like, why now?
Why now?
Why now?
Why now
where all this free money coming from?
It's called quantitative easing. That's called the Fed is just saying, hey, is this the money machine? All right, go ahead. Let's get the party going.
Like, we could have been printing it though.
Yes, they could have been. Absolutely, you're right. You are right. Yes,
they could have been printing it.
Yes, they could have. Yes,
but it's like, just because everybody at home, everybody like. To ease everybody's mind, let's give you $1,200.
Yeah, and see that you can give to everybody. Reparations you could only give to certain people, and they wasn't trying to certain people out. I mean, Joe Biden is even. I'm sorry, I don't even mean to bring this dude up, but it just kind of gets to me that Joe Biden is supportive of reparations as long as it includes Native Americans who already got land, who already got casinos, I'm just saying, like, what? And I'm not saying like. They like they got it made. I'm not saying it like that at all. I'm not. Please don't ever take it that way. And I have love for my Native American brothers and sisters out there. But my point is that where has there been legislation or any sort of measure that's been taking place that specifically has been made to enhance the lives of black people here in America? Where?
Okay. Right.
Where? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? We don't get it.
I think honestly, I think reparations without money, like, black people can do. Now, I don't want to say can do without the money, but like, reparations should be possibly in the education that we get, bro.
No,
like,
I okay, sure.
Like,
but see, and that's what so that kind of goes back to what I was talking about before about, you know what I'm saying, in terms of in our earlier subject, what institutions can we trust? Is the education that we getting, is it really worth anything? Now, I will say, you know what I'm saying, now I saw this interesting a report that just came out last weekend, basically that said that, you know what I'm saying, for the people who committed suicide, basically you have a 90% higher chance of committing suicide if you don't have a college degree, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I did see that, and it's like that's your selling point. That's the only selling point, and that's a shame. But is the education really worth anything? You taking out tons and tons of loans so you can get a $50,000 job instead of a $35,000 job.
That don't make no sense.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. And then like,
why didn't they teach you work ethic? Why didn't they teach you like how to tap into your mental, how to push yourself to get like. That's the type of stuff that you need to learn. Right. They wait till grad school to kind of like sneak that type of stuff in, and they don't give it to you all the way. Like they skim the surface of that. But like give that to people like, all right, learn your brain, learn yourself.
No, absolutely. Because just like Rio was saying, you know, shout out, reparations isn't about just money. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you, and it shouldn't be. But I also feel like there should be some financial component to it.
Reparations has some money attached to it, man. This is going to make Cadillac the biggest dealership in America, man. We don't need that, man. or Range Rover going to be the biggest dealership. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care. But see, here's the thing. We need to go through a phase where we got money because we ain't never had none before. Fine, sure. Let's go through that.
I can dig that.
Let's go through that phase. Here's the thing. Just like with the protesters going on right now, we had a phase when people were going around looting. Okay, fine. People were looting and going crazy and with riots and all that. Fine. That was the phase. But let's get to the real work. The real work is, you know what I'm saying, what people are about. At least that's what I'm hoping. You know what I'm saying? When they out in the streets right now and protesting and making legislation and pushing for legislation and asking real questions and trying to get real participation. You know what I'm saying? So that is a sort of, like, I can understand it. Sure, we're going to have some craziness that's going to happen before the main thing that takes place. And yeah, a lot of us gonna look stupid with a whole bunch of money. I ain't never had no money before. Look, I got $50,000 yesterday, and it's all gone. I don't know what I did. Okay, sure. There's a lot of people that's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
That's just gonna happen. That's just gonna happen.
I got you.
I mean,
but that's the part that I don't want, like, to you know, like how, like, a lot of bad stuff get glorified. I don't want the money part of the whole reparations stuff glorified. We want the money. That's fine. Give us the money, but give us the other things that come with it that y'all had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's that for me. And Tamika, I seen you said about the people that died or whatever. Like, pretty much everybody who died during the pandemic can still get a stimulus check. Yeah. They're still qualified for one.
Yeah.
So if you have family members, somebody who passed away from the pandemic,
I mean, they
can still qualify.
They are still eligible
for
underneath the current guidelines. So, but that would be interesting if somebody got it and then passed away, and then a check still came to.
They still keep it, man.
Hey, it's gonna be a while before you catch it.
Speaking about money and what we bring to the table, man. Like, we got a quick question, man. This our last topic for tonight. Like, our show's been getting longer and longer.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice, like, because at first we, like, man, not saying we struggling for content, but like our conversations are becoming more fluent, and you know what I'm saying, they're more filling and everything.
Absolutely,
we got more people tuning into us and all that, and we totally appreciate that.
Absolutely,
totally appreciate that.
Thank you.
I totally appreciate everybody who show up every week and that's on the live from Tamika, Kieta, Rio, like everybody, man. Miko, man, for the drinks every week.
Vince Shard,
man.
Thanks. Appreciate y'all. My
for the
boy
drinks
Les.
every week.
Thank you.
But as you can see, Seven taking all the drinks for himself too.
Hey, he drinking water. No, I'm about it. Listen, I told y'all this is all about us sitting back, having a drink with your people. We talk about some good things. Hopefully you get a little bit of entertainment. Hopefully you get a little bit of info. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? With some folks that you want to hang out with anyway. You dig?
I can dig it, man.
Thanks.
All right, real quick.
All right.
I respect everybody on the live, every woman, every man, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I show love to everybody, never no disrespect. But like back in the day, I don't do that right now. I'm saying
I gotta separate myself. The views and opinion of Mr. Happy. No, go ahead.
I don't do that right now. But we were just having conversations, and we talking about stimulus checks and money and all that, and the different things the different components that different people bring to the table. So as a man, if I were to just go out there and just be trying to talk to women or whatever, which I'm not at this point in my life, but if I walked up to a woman and asked you, other than like a good time,
wait.
No. I'm meeting you. I'll find out your name.
You walk up to a woman and you ask a good time.
No.
Hey,
I'm
how you doing?
Good
time.
I'm asking for a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
is that a prostitute?
Nah.
Because that sounds like how you approach a prostitute.
No.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying we're having conversations. Like, I'm sure.
It's about to get thick, y'all.
All right,
sit down.
All right.
Let's crack it.
You have conversations with people, right? And somehow like it doesn't stay on the level of okay, what you do for a living. Oh, that like it takes different steps. It goes depending on what the person shows you that they're interested in or what they're in it for. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So let's say somebody is walks up to me interested. Oh man, I want to hang out with you more. I'm like, all right, cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. Other than a good time, what else do you bring to the table?
Other than a good time.
Other than a good time, what else do you bring to the table?
You just asked.
Other than a good time.
Other than a good time.
What else are you bringing to the table, ladies?
What you're asking this as a man with the sig.
What was that?
Yeah, you're asking this you're asking this to the people, like
to the people, for women out there.
Okay.
For every woman viewer that we have right now.
So you're saying like what do you bring to the table besides
a good time?
So are you asking in general, or are you just asking a particular person?
No, I'm asking in general. This is a general question.
In general, what is a woman's purpose besides?
No, I know that. I know you have purpose. I know you have purpose. Like I believe everybody has a purpose. But I'm saying for some people, they
I can't get in the bush.
for some people though, like you can meet somebody and their emphasis is not on family, team, and all that.
Okay. I mean, this is somebody that. All right. So you're saying if she's not about family.
Right. Or not about like chasing goals or whatever. You just met her and she ain't mentioned none of that.
Then why are you with her though? She ain't got no goals. Why are you with her?
Listen. You meet her and she look good. Whatever. You like, okay, baby girl. Hey, other than this good time, you look good and all. Like, what else you got? Like, do you think that's like a rude ass conversation to have on the first date?
Yeah.
You think that's a rude conversation?
Yeah, okay. I think that's rude as hell.
Oh, man.
I think that's rude as hell. Y'all let us know in the comments for real. I feel like if if I were to come to a woman and I say, I mean, because here's the thing, I'm quite perceptive, so I feel like if I've already got a date, got a woman, got a fiance, quit playing. So, but if I were
they know that by now.
Facts. But I'm saying if I were in that position, I would be like, okay, I'm quite perceptive, so I would be able to pick up through context clues what this woman is about, what she's on, and how far I want to take this thing, especially now because I made enough mistakes to know what to avoid. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel about it.
So you're going based off experience and the concepts and whatever they're throwing at you.
I like Kieta said he just met her and he wants to know so can he stay or go? Right. He tried to crash. Nah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a homophobe.
He tried to get a bit. He's like, hey, look, is your couch occupied for the next 3 to 4 months? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a bad way. I'm real messed up right now in these streets.
No, I'm saying as a man, I'm just speaking in the context of as a man who like possibly has his stuff together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
and you meet somebody, and you just like, hey man, shit, other than like doing all this hanging out shit, like what else you bring to the table?
But see, you sound like you almost kind of sound like B. Simone. Is that the girl's name? I think it's B. Simone who did an interview recently. She was talking about like she couldn't get with a dude who works a 9 to 5.
I mean,
like she couldn't because she's an entrepreneur and she lies in books and all that good stuff. But she's an entrepreneur. And she wants to be with somebody who is an entrepreneur as well and who understands the life and the lifestyle and the ups and downs of the hustler mentality and all that good stuff, I guess.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I can understand it to a certain degree.
So everybody can have their proclivities.
Right.
But as far as saying, like, what do you bring besides punani?
Yeah. I don't think that's a rude question.
You know, I bring that pom pom.
I don't think that's a rude question in today's world.
Wait, Lord, look. So I feel like I mean, no. I feel like that's going. I feel like that's going overboard. You know, because I'm of the mindset like, you know, like in the last people I've dated, you know, last couple of dates that I had, or people I was dating before I got with my girl, especially, I specifically set up a standard like. We're not having sex early, you know, because I'm like, I can do that. I've done that. I've done that. I want to do something different. I want to see what we got beyond that or what we can do besides that. Do we have anything besides that? So that's a standard that I set for myself.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, all right, we just not going to get it in. And it was weird because for one woman, it was the wildest thing. For one woman, she was like, so who you going to be doing then? Like, so you really think
goals, baby.
Like, you really think I can't avoid just like I can't just stop? Like, you think I'm just an animal? I just get I'm just all over the place. What is wrong with you? Are you like that? Maybe that's wow, okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I feel like I'm not gonna either way. I'm not gonna come to somebody and be like, hey, well, I put it like this. I would put that on myself. I wouldn't put that on somebody else to figure out, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put the onus on them to understand that, to try to explain their worth or value to me. I feel like I should be able to see that, and if I'm able to see a worth or value in them, then that would let me know that I want to have this person in my life.
Right. Put the shoe on the other foot.
I hope and feel women would do the same.
All right. If a woman like, don't women just size men up when they first meet them?
I mean, they do, but they mess up a lot of times doing that shit.
Okay, they mess up when they size, but they do size you up, right?
Yeah,
they do size you up. He look like he ain't about nothing, but when she see you actually doing something,
you look like a this.
Yeah, like when she see you actually doing something, that's when they he actually got some whatever, and then like they try to play that game and run to you. Then like, oh man, I've been interested, but I just, you know what I'm saying, but. Man, I think we gotta size them up too, fellas. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess you gotta size them up, but you bogus as hell sitting at the table talking about, I'll have the let's see, I'll have the escargot and the filet mignon, and she'll have the crepes. Yes, that'll be all. Thank you very much. So, what you bringing to this besides pussy? I mean, like.
Hey, I mean, it seems like awfully bold. It seems awfully bold. But it's a conversation that needs to be had.
What you bringing besides the punani? Come on, man.
Bro, I understand it seems awfully bold. But it's a conversation that needs to be had.
You got it. You got it. You got it, Flash. You got it, man. You got it. I can't.
Is you or is you ain't, man?
You know
What's up?
I can't do it. But I mean, I can understand because some women don't want to. Some people in general don't want to invest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, that's what I'm saying. I think you would pick that up in context clues. You would pick that up in context.
How long though? How long is that gonna take?
I ain't gonna lie. I can pick that up in conversation before we even meet.
Okay.
Most times.
But I'm saying if you just met somebody like that, that night.
I can pick it up in conversation that night.
Got you.
I mean,
she said, "Don't ask them in them words."
Don't ask you.
You gotta finesse it.
All right, okay, lady. So, all right, so wait. So it seems like I'm wrong. My bad. I'm wrong. I'm on the wrong side of this. It's okay to ask this question. You just have to ask it in the right way. So please, ladies, tell me what is the right way to ask. What do you bring to the table besides the? I mean, because again, I would think that you would just figure that out in conversation. You would say things like, "Hey, so what do you do? So okay, so that's your job. All right, great. Oh, so you also have a business too? What is that? What is that like? Okay. Or if they don't say, you would just say, "Have you ever thought about doing anything for yourself?" Okay.
No,
how does that work?
I ain't even saying.
I'm not saying. I'm saying if that's your thing, or if that's what interests you, or if that what tickles your fancy, or whatever.
Nah,
but I'm saying you seek out that thing.
Okay, what I'm saying is, it's like it's not even like it's asking them.
Like, are we
for a job?
Kiara said we're saying the same
for
thing.
For a job, when they go for a job, don't you got to sell yourself to the job? You got to sell yourself in the interview. Like, so this is your interview. You know what I'm saying? Like you get an interview like women do that to men, so like why can a man just like I guess I can't just be that bold with it and say, hey, what you bring to the table other than that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I guess I have to find some other way to finesse it, but like you said, we getting too old like in this day and age just to be all right. Date number 5.
I mean, no, I get you. Like, yeah, life's too short to bullshit, but that's what I'm saying. You can pick that up. Dude, I don't know what kind of conversations y'all be having with folks, but I could pick up quite a bit in the very first conversation I had with somebody.
But I'm saying I could pick up stuff, but I want to ask you something.
Even from the second, like before we even meet, if I feel like it's going to be on some listen, I've been through enough to know there's a whole lot of games out there, and folks want to try to play them and put you in these different bags, but it's really only about 4 real games that they playing. You know what I'm saying? They might all look tricked and disguised in different ways and methods, but it's only really like 4 different games folks play. Man. And so I'm just like, listen, once you done figure them out, you're like, listen, I got the game on lock, bet, all right, cool. So I know what to look for, bet, cool. So now I can filter out the ones who ain't worth nothing. I ain't even gonna waste my time. Nah, she talking about like for example, I had a girl who now this is a real thing that happened. So a woman who hit me up for a Facebook friend, she sent me a inbox. So I'm like, okay, cool, Facebook friend, whatever, cool. We had all these friends in common. What's up? Then I'm like, all right, what's happening? She sends me an immediate inbox, hi, waving hi. I'm like, hey, what's up? And it just immediately went, yeah, but I just wanted to hit you up because I ain't had I left my money at home or something like that, and I wanted to see if you could like send me $5 or some old craziness like that. And I'm like, word? What is this? Okay, cool. Block. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what? I ain't gotta. We ain't gotta do that.
I just see
it's
Miko.
Real quick.
I see Miko comment. She said, "I assume like if I'm gonna ask that question, that I'm assuming that I'm gonna get it."
Exactly.
I'm not even assuming. I'm not even assuming.
I like that.
I'm not even assuming. I'm just saying like at some point that has to come into play if we have the potential to date.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Now if we've been honest, ladies, DMP is gonna happen. If you hanging around enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everybody is always going to be like that, but if you came into this thing with the intent of dating this person, more than likely DNP is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And not even on no taking it type stuff. I mean, voluntarily. All voluntarily, DNP is going to happen. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm saying if it does happen, you don't want because it's hella people that would say, all right, let's say like for me, I probably had situations where I'm like, okay, all right, we gonna build a future, blah blah blah. I'm like, let's save, get to a certain goal, and then we can try to have kids or whatever. You know what this person says? Mm-hmm. I'm already giving up my body, so I don't need to be a part of the saving process. We're planning to have kids together, and you're like, all right, let's get to 25K. We can invest that into some college fund for their kid. This person says, I am not interested in participating in the savings part. I'm already giving up my body. So besides your body, what else are you?
Wait. So is the body?
Exactly.
Wow. You trying to equate the body with money?
No, I'm not saying like she's just saying that basically like she already given up herself to go through that process of having a kid, so she does not need to contribute any money to the fund that we're setting up for the kid.
Okay, no, I get you, and yeah, and that's just selfishness. But that's again, why are you with this person? If that's what I'm saying. So see, when stuff like this happens. And ladies and gentlemen, I just got it. This is the way I feel. When stuff like this happens and people start talking about, yeah, this person is blah, 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 blah. Most times, they were like that from jump. And you acted like you didn't see it. Exactly. You acted like you didn't see it. So if that's what they were from jump, don't be mad when 20, 10, 20 years down the line, they doing this thing now that you can't stand.
And that's my point. If you spot it, call it out. What else other than this? What you got? Like it's probably blunt, hell blunt.
Just say it like that. I mean, so you know it's why you say that because like I remember when I was on this date. I told the story before, but I was on this date with this girl who basically I fed her kids that night because she didn't eat none of the food. She didn't eat none of the food. And she basically just wanted to go out so she got some food to take home on a to-go order so she could.
For the kids.
So she could feed the kids. 54th Street Grill, spicy shrimp and chicken pasta.
Would you be more open? Like I'm pretty sure you didn't have you weren't given a choice. If you were given a choice to say,
man, that was the wildest shit ever. I ain't gonna lie.
If you were given a choice to say, hey,
yeah.
Hey, man, I'm going through a hard time right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you go ahead and I got 3 kids. Like, they usually eat ramen noodles, but I was trying to give them something better tonight. Would you mind, like, just buying us a meal or whatever? If you were given that choice as a man, instead of being finessed for some
man.
For she go there and order everything off the damn menu.
If she had asked me versus just finessing me,
yeah,
man, that's a good question. Would I make it done? I probably throw some bread. I ain't gonna lie. I probably throw some bread, but I'd be like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
This don't make this a habit.
Yeah, no, this probably ain't gonna be. We probably not gonna do nothing after this. This probably it. Like because here's the thing. I'll be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give you this money I was gonna spend on a date, and that's probably gonna be all it was gonna be anyway. So go ahead, you good.
Man, we're gonna have to have this conversation with some women.
I feel like we need to.
Yeah, we're gonna involve some women.
Next time, yeah, we need to go ahead and get like some shots by Miko in the house, and then get Tamika and Kieta in here so they can set us straight, let us know what it is. But I feel like if you're gonna have like, okay, so you can ask that question just like. Because here's the thing. So I remember I was looking at a post on. Matter of fact, I might be able to pull it up. Hold on. I don't want to sit here and misquote something. It's something on Twitter, and it was quite interesting. So hopefully I can find it. Y'all bear with me. But it was something where.
Man, why you posting? I'm about to take a piss. Man.
Oh, you about to go? Oh man, you really got to just in the middle of the broadcast. In the middle of the broadcast, you gotta go.
I've been drinking water, man.
Mr. Peabody gotta go pee. Oh
water,
man! I mean,
I'll be right back.
Go do your thug thizzle. You go ahead and do your thing. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it down. But yeah, so basically there was this woman who had posted something about like people don't do relationships or something like that anymore, or people think that people are getting relationships for. I can't find it right now, but basically, like, people are getting in relationships just for sex and all this stuff. They ain't getting relationships for the right reasons. And I'm like, dude, my girl already had her own business. You know what I'm saying? When I got with her, she helped me get my credit together. You know what I'm saying? We've combined and built, and now we've got a business that we're working on together. You know what I'm saying? We've poured into one another. It hasn't been like she's just done and I've just done. We've done for one another, and that's kind of like how I think relationships are supposed to go. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all forgive me while I'm sitting there trying to hold it down while Mr. Peabody's in there doing his thing. But right, I know, right? He broadcasted it. He couldn't just say, "Let me step out." He actually had to go ahead and say it. I've got to urinate. He had to vocalize it. Anyway, but I'm just saying. So yeah, real talk. That's about how that went. And I was just like, yeah, me and my girl, we've been pouring into each other for this relationship that we've had, and it's honestly quite refreshing because this past couple of days, I've had some dope revelations with it. Like, so I like, you know, every now and then I have like these weird ideas for a song or something like that or some music, and like I'll like go off to myself and kind of get quiet and find me a little quiet space and do all that stuff. And I kind of, you know, it's not that big of a deal, but I like just went ahead and did it right in front of her. And I was like, damn, that's wild, because for me, they helped me realize I really trust her. Because that's like, for me, that's something that's an inner, deepest, darkest thing that, you know, maybe it sounds weird, maybe it sounds stupid, maybe it sounds goofy. I don't care, because, you know, I'm going to go ahead and let it out because this is just some expression and it's coming from somewhere, so I want to go ahead and hold it and record it. Usually I do that by myself, and this time I'm able to do it in front of her. I'm like, wow, that's what Jay-Z meant when he said, now we 50-50 playing with the cards up, all trust. You know what I'm saying? So
with the cards up, baby.
I'm with that. Now they was clowning you, talk about did you have to announce that you had to be Mr. Peabody?
I just didn't want to get up and leave.
He wanted to sit here and get his
man. I've been hydrated, like, bro.
Sitting here getting your
I've been hydrating. All my life I've been thinking, like, man, I should be drinking 8 cups of water.
This man.
And I realized now I've been had to up it to 12.
You gotta up it to 12, and you decide to do it on the show.
I'm being transparent with my people. You know what I'm saying?
I guess your urine was too, right? Cool. Right on. Right on. Right on.
Hey, man.
Man. Hey, look, and even see, yeah. So that's like an alcoholic pee. That wasn't even like a real one, right? I don't even want to like say pee. Sorry, urination. But it was like it wasn't even that. It was like you could have timed that. Could have put that on the clock. That was under 60 seconds, wasn't it? You gotta check. Yeah, you good?
Oh yeah, I'm great.
All right, man. All
Push the Coca-Cola can up a hill.
Hold on. What just happened?
I'm good though.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into, man, the KC Info Rail with none other than your boy Seven Blackman. Peace and blessings.
Your boy Randy Heft, man, your grandma's favorite, man.
And
hey, this is one of them type of shows you never know what we might talk about. We come with a plan, but sometimes, hey, we just vibe and we get off in the different topics. You know what I'm saying? And this topic for me was.
It was pressing on his brain for some reason.
Not really. I mean, I just seen it somewhere, and like a lot of women were saying that it was disrespectful, and like me, I didn't see it disrespectful. I saw it like it was blunt, but not disrespectful. It's
okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just want to know what's going on.
I mean, no, I get that. I can get that. Now, I will say, it's funny because I did make a song a long time ago called Gold. It was basically like saying, don't think that you sitting on a gold mine. Man, that was the premise of the song. But it's like I feel like I don't know. You can't come at them like that. But you definitely need to understand and know. You know what I'm saying? There's more to you than that, and you shouldn't.
Exactly.
You should value yourself more than beyond that. Because what I really hate to see, and this is unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I feel this way, and I hope I'm not, and maybe I am revealing too much. I don't know, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, so, you know, people who know me and have, you know, kind of, you know, especially some of my good friends, they know that I don't have the best relationship with my kids and my kids' moms. And it was like, I just kind of felt like at the time that I met these women and the time that I got with them, they basically were feeling like they didn't have much to offer.
Okay.
And all they could do was get pregnant.
Gotcha.
To hold on to somebody so they could have something. That's honestly how, because that's, if you look at how things played out, that's basically what it looks like. I won't get into the whole story and the details of everything in my life, unless y'all want to hear that, maybe we can talk about it on another episode. But as far as just basically how everything played out, I just feel like, you know, it didn't go the way it was supposed to, because I was sitting there just trying to get something, and they were trying to hold on to something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Exactly. You know, so I'm sitting there thinking, okay, this is somebody I can build with.
So kind of like you were trying to build, but they're claim the success was the bite that they took at Jordan.
They were like, I can't let him go. He looked like he going somewhere. I can't let this go. Got you. You know, and that's unfortunate because, and anyway, I won't get into the whole thing. But it's like it's kind of wild, and now that they act like they resent, you know, it and me, and I'm like, but this, you. I'm doing everything you asked me to do.
My brother.
I'm doing everything you asked me to do, and now you're mad at me for it.
Totally understood.
Okay.
Totally understood.
Right on.
Well, once again, this is Kansas City Info Real, Kansas City's fastest growing podcast, where we talk about what's hot and what's not. Man, this your boy Randy Heff. Every week I come in here, we put in work. We do this for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
man. But I want to leave y'all with this, like I leave y'all with every week, man. Remember. Life doesn't get easier. You just get stronger, man.
And you know, I gotta say, here's something that was interesting. My father, every time we used to get off the phone, rest in peace to my pops, but he used to always say, "And remember." So it's kind of interesting that you do that. You know, he was, island, Jamaican man. But yeah, he used to always say like, "And remember," and then he'd like say something real cool. So he'd just say, "And remember, I love you."
Hey, and so, remember.
I'm going to throw that out there, and I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all have yourselves a good one. It's your boy, 7. Peace. And
we out.
Oh, wait. What'd you say? You also could have been lacking things that would have wanted to be wanted. You wanted to